to eHazard's first satellite interview. Today we're going to be talking to Rob from SA Film Academy in Cape Town, and he'll be telling us what is going to be happening. Interesting news for anybody interested in film, broadcasting, and all the rhino lovers. Pull in.
Hi Bev, from a very windy Cape Town. Thank you for having me on your show. Yes, I'm looking forward to coming down to the South Coast. We're looking to put our film academy in down there. I am the founder of City Varsity and have decided to go a different route this time and introduce a very practical course in filmmaking. And we thought the South Coast would be a very good place to start, where people don't really have access to this sort of training.
And of course we've got the beautiful landscapes, everything you need, from sea to mountains to desolate places. Everything you need is down here. So you'll be teaching us how to actually put it all together and get us on the map?
Yes, the South Coast is an absolutely beautiful place to do filming, and like you say, there are many types of locations down here, and we have access further down the coast. Besides that, the weather is more favourable. Generally it's more favourable than Cape Town, because we only have the summer really where we can work properly. But the main thing is to bring the skill shortages that we have in the film industry, is to get people on the South Coast as part of the system. So getting away from academics but into very practical filmmaking.
You actually use your students to produce movies already?
Yes, what we do is, because I work on real feature films, the advantage a student has is that he gets exposure to the real life of filmmaking. And this is where the skills transfer comes in. The student at the end of his course has been exposed to real life work, and if he's assessed competent, his chances of getting a job in the industry in specific areas is very good.
Would these youngsters also be able to start their own studios and actually start making movies on their own if that was their interest?
Yes, because they will have a very practical knowledge and seen the workflows that are involved in movie making. We will help them collaborate when they've left the academy. We have a program in place where the student, if he has a good idea, that we will help him carry it through. And it's sort of a joint venture that we will set up with the student.
Now, would I need to have my own camera and equipment? What do we do about equipment?
No, that's a very good question, Bev, because equipment never used to be important in training filmmaking. But today, with the digital technology and certain skills that are needed now, it's very important that we use the right type of equipment to train with and to shoot with, because the digital world has changed dramatically the way films are made. So we have jobs like DIT, which is digital intermediary technicians, and data wranglers, which have to know what they're doing with the data that comes from the camera. And low-end cameras don't produce this data that is needed in the film industry. So it's very important that we use the right equipment, and we use equipment now that has been used in filmmaking per se. And the students, once they are exposed to this workflow, they become useful in the industry.
Okay, so would somebody be able to take footage with a normal little video camera and then bring it to you and you'd say, yeah, there's potential in this, let's go and shoot it with proper stuff?
Yes, this will be part of the training. We're a little bit scared to let students shoot too much with domestic cameras, or what we call prosumer cameras, because the workflows are dramatically different. The way you handle the data is very different. But from the aesthetic side of filmmaking, where the creative process comes in, like framing and composition, then you can use any camera that has the right format, screen format.
All right, so entry to get into this course of yours, any qualifications that we would need?
Look, traditionally, schools do like people to have matric. But because this is a practical course, we're not going to be too severe on that. The only restriction that we have is the numbers of people that we can put on one course. Because these courses are hands-on, and if you have too many students there, then we can't do the teaching properly.
All right, so what does the class size consist of?
So our class size will be a maximum of 15 students, maybe 20 depending on the skills that we assess from the students, because some students may favor acting, for instance. So then we can take more students on board because we do have a in front of camera program that runs with this course. If we don't get too many drama type people, then we will restrict the student intake to 15.
All right, cool. Now, I know that you're actually busy working on a movie that is very dear to the hearts of all South Africans with the rhino plight. And you have mentioned to us that you're quite happy to come back on to do an interview with us to find out exactly what is happening with the rhino movie.
Yes, Bev, I'd be very pleased to do that, and I think you'll find it quite exciting what we are actually doing with this movie.
Rob, thank you very much. Sorry, time's up. We have to get off the satellite. But until next time, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Bev.